Welcome to Auroraboro, a small town bustling with potential. Are you a gregarious ghoulie getting into government? A nodding necromancer in need of some nasty nightlife? A wayward werewolf wandering the west? Whatever you are, whoever you're looking for, you'll find it down the rural roads of Auroraboro.
Good evening, and welcome to Outlaws and Outlaws.
Pew 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 pew.
I made that a tier 1 reward. Sorry, I had to get that out.
Thanks, John. Thank you for
Talking
that,
right over him.
You did the pew pew pews. Congratulations. Those were made by our wonderful listener, Happy Capster, though, so you should go check them out if you are so inclined. Anyways, I'm looking at this from a distance. It looks like you typed fart.
I didn't.
It does look
but
like
Nightbot's supposed to have my back here. Sorry, introduce yourself.
I'm your keeper, Jorge.
Oh, I'm Shannon as Remy McSquemmy.
I am Taylor as Conrad Hearty, candidate for mayor.
I'm Brian as Robin Renard.
And I'm John as the world famous P.T. Sinclair.
And this is Outlaws and Old Ones. Taylor, is this where we start licking the mics?
Is it now?
So, from what
When
I've
do
seen,
we do?
because it was one of those headlines. I don't need to read this. I'm pretty sure there's no more information I need. I just know that licking the microphone and talking about it will make you show up in Twitch right now. So everyone, just give it a quick.
I don't want to do.
I'm gonna do.
You're welcome.
I'm only gonna do the cocky-ween fucking.
Oh.
Dude, I cannot figure out where to put my head so that I'm not blocked by my own character.
Just don't lean on your hand.
I have to
Move
go over here,
to
but
your-
I
yeah,
want to
it's-
be over here. I want to be over there.
Why can't you be there?
So
Hopeless.
we last left the Outlaws inside of Gnome Tower.
Oh god.
Most of them are down on the first floor, having just defeated several gnomes. These are fascist terrorist gnomes, don't forget, so you can ignore the violence. That does remind me, actually, horror comedy show could be excessive violence. I'll try to trigger warn you. I forget maybe 50% of the time, so just watch out for that. I usually let you know if it's something like in a different category of bad. It's usually just excessive violence.
The trigger warning I've been using for the podcast is there are vivid descriptions of bodily violence and or gun violence and gore. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, it's just like B horror stuff. You can, if you're desensitized, it'll be fine. Yes.
Yeah.
So
if you ever did an active shooter drill in school, this is nothing.
That's scarier. That's probably more.
That's what I'm saying.
It's, yeah.
Yes. So most of y'all are down on the first floor. The treehouse, which is a magic treehouse, don't forget, is on fire. The fire exists between the people on the first floor
that too.
and the 2 doors up, which is where Conrad Hearty finds himself. And I believe Remy McSquemmy
I just grappled the fuck up there, dude.
Yep.
Woo!
For me, this is you're right in front of finally Chumbles Tamby again, holding his massive human-sized katana.
Stop.
As if
I believe it was a broadsword, actually.
Was it a full
No,
broadsword?
it was a big-ass katana.
He sliced through the air. Oh, I guess it was described to me as the size of a broadsword.
Yes.
Proportionally.
Oh, yes, it is
But
just.
he is
I feel
slicing
like
through
it's-
the air, shouting,
I'm a gnome.
Yes,
Or
that way.
however, yeah.
I don't know. I can't even do it now.
That one.
But yes, he is. It is like the full, like the anime kid like backhand right now. Like he did like the full like flourish, like swinging it around him, and then like ends with it behind him.
Naruto
In my head,
style.
it's probably like the music when you fight Sephiroth, in Kingdom Hearts, and ergo, I assume from Final Fantasy VII.
I was gonna say, do they just use one-winged angel? I'm pretty sure they do.
Yes, it's one-winged angel.
You can't. You're gonna get. Square Enix is gonna be in our ass in 1 second. Yeah, you better
link to cancel it out.
Yep.
Square Enix. Square Enix. Come at me. Hey, anyone remember Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within? Neither does anybody else. Square Enix. Sorry, I just bought it on DVD.
Oh, just while they were.
I do kind of remember.
Mad burn on Square
While
Enix.
they were here for the DCMA takedown, you wanted to sneak that in.
By the way, your movie sucked.
Yeah, you guys aren't as cool as you think you do. Yeah, Chrono Trigger. What have you done in the last 20 years that wasn't
true.
Final Fantasy?
Mad burn on Chrono Trigger. But yes, I imagine this like when you start a video game fight, like the camera does like the rotate around and like land in front of you, and it is Conrad Hearty, and he's got like flames in the background, right? Because the Magic Treehouse is on fire, and he's like now fighting what is very clearly like a boss. And between him and Trumbull's Tamby is
When did
Scoop
this S
McCutcheon
show up?
I don't know when the S
tied
happened.
to a chair.
Oh.
Yep, that's an unfortunate turn of events. Did not really usually try to keep other players' characters out of space and time.
Out of harm's way when they're not here.
Since Scoop McCutcheon is on the board, Scoop McCutcheon can die. I cannot protect her if you let her die. I want to make that very clear.
No.
I don't think many of us are gonna make it out of this one alive.
If
to
she
be quite
dies, we
honest
have to
with you.
call her. We have to call Emily.
Live.
She's at rehearsal right now, but we have
I'm not
to
doing
call
it.
her and break the note.
I am
break the
very
news.
specifically not doing that.
So we have terrible news.
You would have to. Let
I have
her
to
play
share a
as
bed
ghost
with her.
at
I'm not
that
telling her. Absolutely not. Fuck no. Jesus.
It would be
Okay.
the ghost of Scoop McCutcheon.
So if Scoop dies, then please nobody tell Emily.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
that's
nobody
that's
reach
another good way to do it. We'll just tell her like, oh no, it's not a good week for you to join this week, and she'll be like,
Every week.
okay, word.
That is one way to take care of a problem.
You can just, and we can just devote all of our time to making a Scoop McCutcheon clone body for her to inhabit in time.
Holy shit.
And you know what? And if she
That's the real
doesn't
thinking.
find out what happens, then we know she doesn't watch the show, and then she's the asshole.
I thought you were gonna say, like, if you inherit all the same memories and you don't know what happened to you, how can you tell whether or not you're the clone? And
you're a
are you
person-
even
Now we're
really
ghost
not
if you're-
really
If
you?
you're a ship and you have all your parts replaced,
Yes,
Are you
these,
still-
yes,
Stop it.
Just think
yes.
about-
What are we,
Stop it.
WandaVision? Stop
Just
it.
think about White
Makes
Vision
me
in
so
WandaVision. Just like,
angry.
what?
Elaborate.
Yeah, I
You
love
mind
how
fucking
shit like I love how shit like Marvel or like the shorthand for we're gonna have a theological philosophical conversation is we're gonna bring up the fact that the ship of Theseus is a concept,
yeah.
and then we're gonna like talk around that fact as if there was some sort of ontological debate happening. Like, look at me, I just wrote a screenplay.
Hey, man.
Uh,
It's something.
it works.
Anyways.
Don't be wrong, it works.
They
Like,
didn't
it's
fully
not
beef it at the
compelling,
end,
but-
which everyone was expecting them to do. So
So, if you
All right.
if you want my comments on the situation, you can check out our episode of Our Friends on the topic.
Boom.
I thought I
Anyways.
had a command for that, but Nightbot is being a pill.
Conrad Hearty, you're in the room. Remy McSquemmy, you can see through the door at what's happening. You
okay.
can feel the heat of the fire like closing in. Also,
Word. Conrad.
Red.
Conrad.
Yes, Miss McSquemmy.
What's going? Do you need my help? What's
Um,
going on in there?
You know, maybe not at the moment, but I think I may in a minute. And then Conrad's gonna run across the room and try to sneak up on Chemble's Thamby.
yes.
Oh
God.
my God! Why can't anyone
Chumble
say his name?
Tamby.
Not even that
Chumble
hard.
Tamby. What did I say?
Chumble's Thamby.
Thamby.
I don't.
You
know.
added an H
You added an H
later.
in there.
So I will be very clear. I mean, he's squared off with you, staring at you in full boss fight position. Like you're not gonna get the drop on it. But I will let you go
You
first.
can go first.
Okay.
And remember that Scoop McCutcheon is directly in the room between you two.
God damn it!
Keenly aware of the.
Passed
Conrad
out also.
Hearty is going to run up with
and
his.
kills.
He's gonna run up with the leg,
Right. Of the statue of Napoleon.
Gnome depart.
Gnome depart.
No.
Yeah.
Gnome
Oh,
depart.
God.
It's like gnome depart.
Gnome depart.
It is.
Like gnome depart.
He is gonna run up immediately, just try to get as close to Chumble as he can and take a swing. Like the point is that I get inside his his dancing square.
Yeah, it's a single room, so I'll let you just like run up. I'm not like, we don't play too much with distance unless it's like excessive here,
or like
because of the complexities of not having to deal with like the board.
Ayo.
It's a good roll.
Wooden leg glove. I'm very happy you already typed it in. So that is a hard success. Let me roll for Chumble Tamby. Yes, he tries to dodge out of the way. I mean, and you can tell like he's fast. Like Chumble Tamby like immediately like does like the leaving the little trail behind him, you know? Like,
the anime.
Oh my god.
Might as well be
like
instant transmissioning all over the place.
Yeah. But your advanced skills in combat like allow you to like predict where he's going to be.
Hand to leg combat.
You just lead his ass.
Which way are you swiping?
Conrad's gonna come. He's gonna Babe Ruth it.
Yeah, so it's probably
Straight
that
across.
you like went sideways the way that he's like trying to instant transmission through. Leaving. But it's just like a nick. You don't do too much. It's the 2 damage that you got in there. So you do definitely hit him. But he takes it well. And
He's in good
like
spirits.
It's but a flesh wound.
Yeah. He takes it and then he dashes immediately forward and goes for like a full like upper swipe on you. So you're gonna have a chance here to
Conrad's gonna try to hit his hand holding the sword
in order to make him drop the sword.
His hand. Exactly.
It's a maneuver. It is your combat skill. I'm gonna give you a. I don't know how to make it harder properly to situate. If you get 1 difficulty level above what you need, then he'll drop it. Otherwise, you'll just stop him from hitting you.
Okay, sounds good.
Hard success. Yes. So he got a normal success. So you got 1 above what you... No, you got what you needed. So
okay.
You got what you needed.
It's tougher. I would give it to you on a not more boss-like character.
Sounds good.
But,
okay.
But
So
you definitely hit him right in the hand. And
You stop.
It like stops his swipe, like, and so he has to like pull. You did like the dink, and he like has to pull his hand back a little bit.
So that's another
Remy,
2 damage, though, right? Do I still hit him because I hit him?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's just you're just hitting the hand.
Because I hit him.
Yeah. Remy?
So can you describe to me where that happened in relation to where Scoop is?
So you're right outside the door. Imagine it's just a simple circular room. Scoop is right in the middle. They're on the other side of Scoop from you.
Okay.
Like between Scoop and the window on the opposite end of the room from the front door that you're behind.
I'm gonna run up, souped up baseball bat in one hand, and run up to Scoop and try to start pulling off her ropes.
Okay. Do you have like a knife or anything?
I have a toolkit.
Toolkit would have some sort of knife in it, I'd say.
I also have like a piece of glass or something from that serial killer murder that I found.
That also counts.
Cool.
Are you using that?
Sure.
So you're
a sharp object.
That's not gonna cut up my hand at all or anything.
You're just cutting through the ropes right now. Back on the first floor of Gnome.
Not the Gnome.
I was like Noam Chomsky. Is that what?
Gnome and Chomsky.
No Noam Chomsky so far.
He wouldn't be found dead in this.
I was going to say he would never be associated.
He'd be on like Gnome PR talking about the language of...
That's why we should definitely put him in this, because he's kind of an asshole.
Would it just be GPR instead of NPR?
It would. Gnome Public Radio.
Gnome Public Radio.
What? So, do I hear fighting? Do I hear that there's like fighting?
You can hear
happening?
like faintly through the door, like the.
Great.
You kidding? Wish was Duel of the Fates.
That's what I should have done. Oh, we'll definitely get you in a Duel of the Fate situation.
Yes, perfect.
Beautiful.
Okay, I think also hearing what I'm hearing and knowing Conrad, I think I'm pretty sure that there is combat happening.
I mean, you did hear him yelling, and
yeah,
he was like, "I'm a gnome."
I'm a gnome. What do I get the sense? Okay, walking here to this tower.
Do I get this?
Walking here to Nakanomi Tower.
Yeah.
Was there anything
already
very nearby, like nearby enough where it would make sense to go fetch this mid-combat? Something to put out this fire, like a stream, like a river, like any water, another facility maybe where I can yell to somebody that there is a fire in this place. Like, is there stuff nearby?
Nakanomi Tower is specifically like in the woods right outside of the not too far out of town, but it is outside of town, and there's like a clearing around it so they could like set up proper defenses, which is like where they had like the Gatling gun and everything. And so there's a full clearing around it. Like, you're not getting anywhere anytime soon.
Is there a kitchen
in Nakanomi Tower?
Yes.
Not one that you can see from here.
They get Uber Eats. I get that. I don't like to cook.
There might be one on the higher floors, but
fuck.
I don't know if you. You assume that it's a fully sustainable. I mean, not that the building is sustainable, although it probably also is fully sustainable.
That's neither here nor there.
You get that they probably like are able to live and sustain themselves within here.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay, well, okay, yes, okay, great, yep, yes, love it, okay, I'm going up the stairs, I guess there's no, I was trying to find any way to not have to run through this fire, but
Jorge,
I think I have to do
how big is the statue again?
It's big enough to where the leg that Taylor has, that Conrad Hearty has, is like
a baseball bat club.
It's like a probably like not as long as a baseball bat, but definitely thicker. Think like proportional to Bam Bam's club from the Flintstones.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
But I got like a thicker thigh. I think it's like
like it goes it V's out. It V's out like you widens at the top.
Always remember this quote: "Thick thighs save lives."
It's hard to argue with that.
Carl Jung.
That's what's currently happening. Conrad is trying to save a life with a thick thigh. I don't make the rules.
I can't argue with it. That's what I said.
Literally occurring.
So what are y'all doing on the first?
Okay, is there any? How far up? What's the difference between? I'm gonna try to lean the statue. I'm just going to say it and then see if it works.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to lean the statue on like as close to the railing as possible and kind of run/hop up to grab that so I can get around or at least close to the door as possible without being on the fire side of it.
Yeah.
And kind of meanwhile grumbling, this goddamn gnome, we get it. You're a gnome. You keep saying you're a gnome.
Let's see here. The statue, I think we said it was like human sized. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
like 6
because it would be grand on the gnome scale.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can get you a little bit higher, not too much higher. And I mean the stairs are also not like super steep, right? Like they're pretty shallow stairs, and like the first door was not far up. So the second door is not too far up. I feel like
I'm gonna just try to jump over the fire.
Oh, you're trying to go up through the stairs and then jump over the fire?
If it hasn't gotten too crazy, yes.
Yes, it has spread. The stairs are on fire. You can still try to leap over them. It is not like an inferno yet.
Okay, then I will just try to simply leap over them.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow and just try my best to reduce.
Woo! Why do you have 67 jumps?
Circus, dude. I did trapeze.
That makes total sense.
Does make total sense.
Gotta learn everything to be the ringmaster.
Damn, you're gonna look cool.
Frick.
Would you like to do? You got a hard success. Would you like to do any flourish when you land?
I am going to do. I'm going to do a running flip, and I'm simply going to. I'm going to do this, and then run up for the landing.
This is fully anime now.
Fully, it's just an anime now. That's what you've started.
Chumbles did it, not me, man.
Chumble.
Tumble.
Did he upgrade because he's a boss? Did he get the S?
He
That's
got
what
the
his
S,
boss
yeah.
level
He's
is.
now-
Because he
plural.
became, he ate another Chumble, so now he is Chumble.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, what is
Get your
PT
shit
Sinclair
together.
doing?
Following.
Ate his chumble ball and is ready
You
to
hit
go
the
into his
wall of
second
fire.
form.
You got that jump enhancing
Trying
elixir?
to jump
Nope,
through,
not
brother?
anymore.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna jump it. Who's ready for
Jump.
more anime shit?
Let's
Wait, before you-
go.
Fuck.
Use your
Describe
luck.
how you were planning on
Use
jumping.
your luck.
Like a standing jump, like no momentum.
Run up, stop at the fire.
Guys, look how
Imagine
high
how,
I can jump,
in a
guys.
way that I knew I might fail. Like I did that
Wait,
sort of jump. Like
Robert!
I tucked and rolled in the jump itself.
Robert, you did a really sweet move, but hang on, I need to just. And I run up and I stand there and I was like, okay,
No.
well, old PT's got to make it up there to help his friends.
No, you don't.
And then he tries to jump.
Okay, you
John. You didn't do anything about this roll?
So you don't make
Wait,
it.
how much? What do you want me to do? Can I spend
you have-
52 luck right now?
I will remind you. You
How
can also
much do
push
you
it.
have?
I can push it, huh?
You can also push it. So you've like
Yikes,
you
dude.
leapt from a standing place. You see
How-
that you are not going to clear the fire. You're like coming back down towards it. You do see like maybe there's some spots where you could like, if you're very careful, like just hit with your little tippy toes and launch yourself again, you know,
Oh my
Mario
God.
style.
Yep.
But if you don't hit it, then you might fall harder.
I'm going to go for the double jump.
No.
Okay.
Fuck!
And you
With
cannot
a
use
jump
luck
of
on a
24,
push. You do not crush that landing. It,
I just have to watch you
Oh my
eat
fucking
it
God.
into fire.
You don't have the finesse that you once did, and like when you try to
Ever
land on your
did.
tippy toes, like you aren't even meant like you probably hit like the corner of one of the stairs and like fall into the fire a little
Oh God!
Yep. Yes.
bit.
Love it.
You're able to like it's not that much fire yet, so if you'd like, you can scramble forward out of it.
I will try to
But-
run over and
I
grab
mean, yeah.
him.
Yeah, I'm
if
not going to
possible
stay
as
in
well.
the fire.
But I am gonna have to give you. I won't make you catch fire if Robin is there to help put the flames out. But I will make you take 1 round of the fire damage, which I just checked, and
Good.
is 1d8.
1d8?
It's fire, dude.
It's because if you catch fire, you like die very quickly. I think.
Because you ever watched
got-
a movie?
That die can half my health.
Well,
Okay,
you
at
shouldn't
least-
have
at
done
least
that.
you're a little
Then.
healed up. I can't help you in these situations. John.
All
I don't know
right,
what to
am I
tell you.
rolling it?
That's you.
You tried to run across a fire, you
We tried to jump across it. To
Well,
be fair,
look,
Yeah, you weren't
I'm
even
not-
like rum drunk in Hawaii at a luau at some like sandals resort
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, thank
Nice.
God. Oh, that could have been so much worse.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna take credit for that
I was waiting for your loner suit to completely catch fire.
and say that because Robin was
What
there,
is
he was
this
able to
made
very
of?
quickly pat your ass out of the fire.
Ah!
Yeah, so you managed to drag him
Robert, my
out,
butt! Please put my butt out! Robert! Robert,
for sure
please! My butt is on
canon.
fire!
When you
Robert!
fall, it's probably right on your bottom, and it is absolutely your little
On your
ass that
bum-bum.
catches fire. And
Your
you, like,
little ass.
Robert, PT's bum bum's on fire, please!
I mean, I put him out. Just-
yes, you make it through.
Oh my God, you're a child.
Like it probably singed your butt hair, but it did not like cause any permanent.
So does he have open?
I heard he had a hairy
Do you think
ass.
there's any chance that he doesn't have a full open flap right now?
Yeah, like his pants burn.
This
Yeah, for
gnome
sure.
this gnome venture has taken so many things from us. It took our friends, and then it took my butt health.
So
My butt help.
My belth.
Robin, like
I've lost some belth from this gnome venture.
Robin seeing
Wait, is that we trying to? Is that a
trying to
shirt
add
you're trying to
something
make
there?
over there?
Robin seeing the pants burn a little bit is like, Hey, oh my god. And I start running up to the door.
Where
And
are
I
you
go. I
going?
run up to Remy. I try to run up to Remy as fast as I can.
Is my butt okay? Okay, all right, all right, we're going, I guess.
Yes, so you both are up at the door now, and it is Conrad Hearty's turn
Cool.
to
So
fight Jumble Tamby.
Conrad.
Thank you for saying his name
got it.
correctly. Finally.
Or it was
They got
Tumbles.
it.
Maybe he upgraded.
Conrad ran up to him, not only as a means of offense, but
little
because
bug.
there is the stratagem. If we all remember, Conrad Hearty has 2 tranquilizer darts left from when he infiltrated the Daily Beagle. So he immediately whips out the gun and fires it into the abdomen of Chumble Tamby.
Oh my god.
Roll
He went hard on that TH.
on
dude.
purpose.
Sandy.
Roll your handgun skill.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Hard
mean,
success.
He can't do
Trank
anything
darts.
about it, like, because gun's a gun. Can't dodge a gun, and it's just like the right in his gut. And while he is like his boss like attitude and demeanor would normally make him able to withstand more trank darts, he is still gnome sized. So the tranquilizer courses through his little body, and
Oh, his tiny, wee little body.
yeah, you can see him like try to like lift up his blade at you, and then just like falls to one knee, and he's like still trying to hold on to consciousness.
Good night, sweet prince, and may a flight of angels take thee to thy rest. No, I'm not gonna fall off the window. I just want so badly to see. You know what? No, I'm not. I can't. We need him. Damn it! Fuck, we need him. All right.
You wanted to throw that.
Oh my
I wanted to
God.
Hans Gruber him so bad.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, you would really need to like have gotten up to the top of the tower, because this is like
I know.
the second floor.
Like
and
a 12-foot drop.
You would have
By the
fallen and
time-
then gently
that's a
landed on the
long-
grass.
that's
By
a
the
long
time I
way for a
like lean
gnome,
out the window,
okay?
I
He's
see that. Yeah,
small.
exactly. Like he's gently landed on the
He's just
grass,
there.
and like I think I sprained my ankle.
Ow, my bum. Ow, my bottom. Like,
I know.
But his eyes are getting like more tired while he's on his one knee, and he's like, I'm no. And he gently falls asleep.
Conrad is gonna untie
Falls
Scoot
forward.
McCutcheon and then tie up Chumble Tamby.
Oh.
Okay. While you're doing that, everybody else is seeing that the fire is continuing to spread, and like really like getting up in front of the door now.
Okay, we gotta get out of here, Conrad. We gotta.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta scooch. We gotta scoop. We gotta scoop, and then we
Wait,
gotta scoot out.
We gotta
of here.
scoop, and scooch our boots.
Oh,
Am I
Yeah.
hearing that we don't need to be up here?
Oh no,
Yeah,
Mr.
what are you guys doing
Sinclair,
up here? Get away
no.
from the flames. What? Come on.
I think. Hold on. So they have Scoop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, where's Chumble Tamby?
Right here, and he like points at the ground next to him.
I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna say, get us out of here, Remy. Drop the grapple or something. We got to get away from this fire. But I think I figured this out.
Conrad's gonna
when you-
pick up Scoop McCutcheon.
When you pick him up, you hear like the giant katana drop to the like clang onto the ground.
Hilarious.
Conrad's gonna pick that up. and take
Everybody
that
gets
with
a sword
carry
now.
it with me.
Yeah.
Every-
It's a
Give him the
big-ass
PT. He needs a sword.
I don't know that I need a sword, to be honest.
I'm good.
I feel
Okay.
I feel
Never
okay.
All right. So we're all here. We're ready to go. Okay. So I'm gonna, I guess, shoot the grappling hook up, and then my intention is for all of us to climb on and descend downward. Right?
You can just leave it so we can climb
Yeah.
individually. But
just
yes.
shoot it
Well,
right.
the
right
flame
there.
the flames have extended to be in front of the door to the room that you're in now.
Word.
Motherfucker.
Is there a
out the window.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna lean out the window. Yeah. Shoot it right into the like so that it's hooked onto the top of the like windowsill. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Nice.
All right, fellas. I don't know. Hold on to me, I guess, or I could just. I could
I'll
just
wait.
grapple
I'll wait
down
for the
and we
next
can-
one. That's
Yeah,
okay.
look, the
Yeah.
fire's spreading quickly, but not
Not that
quickly.
quickly.
Okay. All All right, I'm gonna rappel down the side of
That
the building.
sounded
Is that what
rude.
it's
No,
called?
you're.
Sounded
It's
really
not.
mean.
It's not that. Look, I'm not
She's
a
a big, strong
huge
lady.
fan.
She can.
Do I smell or something?
Oh
No,
no,
you're
nothing to
fine.
do with that.
Honest
It's just
with
like
me,
I
it's
know
fine.
myself, and I think it's just gonna be more dignified for all parties involved if I just shimmy on down the rope myself.
I really don't like being touched very much at all. So that's mostly the motivation.
You're gonna have a great time on that rope, PT Sinclair,
Yeah, have fun with your
open,
hands,
exposed
guys.
cheeks.
Is
Riding
Remy is Remy the only one going down the grappling hook right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. The rest of you, while she's descending, you see like the fire spread into the room. It is still
Fuck.
like in the
See
entrance
ya,
to the room,
suckers!
and you all start feeling that tickle in your throat to like start coughing. That like makes you want to start coughing. You can see like the smoke billowing into
Okay.
the top of the room.
Let's go, guys!
Go, PT,
Hurry up,
go.
come down
Oh
the
yes,
road.
thank you.
Easy, go
No,
right now.
I hurt my bum, so I'm gonna go first.
Then Conrad, then me.
Okay. Yep.
I make the mistake of looking upward as PT
Oh!
comes down and goes, oh god, okay.
Don't look at
Do
my
we
bum. I'm
need
sorry, I forgot to
to-
mention. Don't look at my bum.
No!
Do we need to
See-
roll to get down?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
why would you bring that up, bro?
It's if you
Just to
had
be fair.
if you had to
No.
I always did the homework, so I didn't mind when someone brought up like when the teacher was just about to forget. Like, it didn't bother me. I was never gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do
But
that
you
shit.
just
So
did
you
it.
have grappling
No.
hooks?
Because
You've
I'm an adult
escalated to
now.
doing it.
Yeah, because I know that kid gets like, extra points.
Gets
Yeah,
beat
but
up
it
and
really
thrown in
depends,
his
like,
locker, is what you mean.
yeah.
Yes.
It's because y'all are so low, and the fire is going pretty slowly, so everybody has time to like calmly just kind of like walk down a rope. Like, you don't need to go very far before you can
Yeah.
just kind of jump and be fine.
It's still the second floor
If you
of a
were, like,
gnome building.
at the top of Nakanomi Tower, and there was like machine guns shooting after you. Then yeah, it'd be a whole different story. But right now, it's actually pretty calm. As long
Most
as nobody
reasonable
freaks out.
escape from.
Yeah. So that is why we're not rolling right now. But everybody's going down to. By the time that Rob and Renard is exiting to go, the fire is like in the room, and you're like coughing a lot. When you, it does the thing like where you like have just like gotten like halfway down the rope, and then there's like the explosion of fire like through the window.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but you're like okay because you're only on the second floor for gnomes.
It's
you
a
know, so
very
it's like-
slow, dramatic thing, and it's just me falling onto my back fine.
I forgot it's the second floor for no.
for gnome.
Oh.
So it's literally like 6 feet in the
It's
air.
like the first floor for people.
It's fine.
Yeah, a little higher than that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Hashtag friendship. Y'all made it
Hash-
through.
Hashtag
Tag.
friendship.
And we saved.
Friendship.
That's anything.
Thanks for saving me, guys.
That's anything.
Yes. So you do see that like the fire is starting to like come out from like different areas
Oh, we
in
got it. Okay.
Nakanomi Tower, and as you like look up, you do hear like intense like screaming up in the higher floors of Nakanomi Tower. And it is,
Conrad
like, the-
just yells, "Better dead than red," right, fellas?
and it's
I
just
hope
like
there
the,
weren't any hostages. in
I
there.
agree.
Fire's here! Oh my god, it's so hot! I can't breathe!
I really do just count. I make sure that Remy and Scoop are here, and then I just start power walking away, holding Chumbletamby like a little baby on my shoulder.
They were
God.
fascists, right? Like we're
Just
like
yeah,
just
clear.
go.
Oh,
It's
no,
easier.
yeah, no.
Let's.
Okay,
Vive la
Hey, guys.
revolution, you
Yes.
know?
Hey.
Hey,
yeah.
Scrub King Krat, thank you for the support. And
Thank
if there's
you.
anything that you want to happen, let us know because I will spawn it in and they will have to deal with it pretty much almost right away. I have to work it
Incredibly
in naturally,
bothersome.
but if there's anything you'd like to see,
It's
always
very
do.
natural how things drop out of the sky and immediately confront us. It is very-
Chat is indeed.
So,
the key.
Conrad kind of shifts Scoop McCutcheon, having her on his shoulder. Like, shall we back to the mayor or the sheriff there? Get ourselves back to the Daily Beagle.
Yes.
Yeah, can you guys tell me what the fuck is going on? Because I woke up in
Right.
a room with a gnome, and
Right, yes.
I'm a little confused.
So do you remember?
Understood.
We're in a
remember
basement
yes,
or
right.
something.
We went to the basement. There was that really good-looking, very cool reporter guy.
Mr. Ace Cocky.
Yeah, and then
And
he got stabbed a bunch of times.
The lights were out, and then we were
Yeah.
we were all in the dark in the basement, and then somebody was doing the stuff with the switches, and then all of a sudden the lights came back on, and Chumbletamby, I think that's his name, was stabbing the very handsome man many times in the back, and then I think he's dead. It seems it probably
a lot of blood.
Safe to say that he's dead. And then Chumbletamby jumped off and then grabbed you and Scoop and then pulled you through, no shit, a portal to another dimension that we're in now. It seems,
A gnome hole?
A gnome
A gnome hole.
You pulled us through a gnome hole.
Exactly.
Whoa.
I'm very uncomfortable in this mythical, very small place, and I would like to leave, but I don't know how to make that happen.
We contracted our services out to eradicate the nice people of
Conrad.
Junkville, which is the local gnome town here, to rid them of these fascistes over here. And now that we've accomplished that, it looks like it's time for us to go home via, a new gnome hole from the sheriff gnome.
We are hoping that all of the other gnomes in this universe are magical and not just the one that we've incapacitated, because that would be rough.
So is the sheriff gnome going to be thrilled that we burned down Nakanomi Tower?
I think
or is
so.
that something that we should keep on the DL?
They were not
I'm gonna say
fans
you
of
don't
these
you
guys.
don't need to. I don't think we need to say anything more than what we need to say.
They're
here.
dealt with.
That's a good point. Yeah, we just say they were dealt with. I think they wanted them gone. So we can say that at least.
And
So
who
is
could
everybody-
fault us for fighting the fascisti with extreme prejudice? Like seriously.
So is everybody heading back into town to talk to the sheriff and go through the gnome hole?
Hundy
Yes,
P.
I would like to find the shop that sells the potions that one of the gnomes was talking to me about.
Okay. Well, while y'all are on your way back to town, we'll take that opportunity to take a quick break. You get no cliffhanger this time. Just a nice, soft,
Easy,
hashtag
clean commercial
resolution.
break.
relax.
So there really isn't a need to worry.
We'll
Because
be right back.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Maybe.
Enjoy the music.
Oh.
Absolutely.
And we're back.
Hey! Welcome back.
We're back.
Pew.
What's happening?
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew,
Yep.
pew, 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 pew.
Hey,
Yeah,
check out
yeah,
our other
yeah, yeah.
podcasts.
Or don't. Oh, boo hiss. Nightbot sucks. Nightbot sucks.
Brian was beefing
Anyways.
with Nightbot.
I hate Nightbot.
In order to avoid them getting stuck in the gnome dimension forever, we've agreed to allow them to
Really trying to get out of here.
skip past some of the mainly PT shopping, and then them talking to the sheriff who opens up a gnome hole for them to return to the basement of the Daily Beagle, where
Gnome
they
hole.
started all those weeks ago. PT Sinclair specifically bartered to try to get as many gnomish tonics and tinctures as possible.
Yes. What do you think I could get for
My mother of
some
God.
7-Up, some chewing tobacco, and 2 bars of soap?
What else you got?
I forgot about
What
this.
else you got?
I have an empty,
take all
specifically
those.
empty coffee tin. I have some of my own elixirs. Those might be worth some barter.
For those who don't know, the gnome economy is a barter economy.
Yeah.
That's why we're
Just like the one featured in the
They-
most recent episode of Downtown.
Oh,
Emily.
boo hiss.
They take
That's the
Fucking
whole reason we
chill.
did this.
they take all the stuff that you handed them, and
Yeah.
you come back to the Daily Beagle with three special vials.
Okay. So that cost me the empty coffee tin, the chewing tobacco, the 7-Up, and the soap.
And some of your elixirs.
Okay.
Oh, and some of his elixir.
All right. Cool.
Is there a gnome tonic like Schweppes Canada Dry? That's just I'm coming up with nothing for a pun for that one.
Then don't.
I'm just really struggling.
Don't force
Gnome,
it.
Gnome Pellegrino?
Gnome
Pellegrino.
Ale?
No,
Gin-
gnomers? No, that's burners. No, there's nothing. There's nothing really there. It's a shame.
It's fine.
Okay, so you're now back in the basement.
Don't try to recreate the magic of Nakanomi Plaza. It's
I recreated it so many times.
You
in
did it
Gnome Town.
what?
There was like 4 different silent.
You
Napoleon
just
gnome.
said
The part
gnome.
Was all this?
You just said
What
no.
is his name again? Did you find
I
it?
wrote it down specifically, and it is
Bo.
Napoleon Gnome Petart.
No.
Oh, because he was hoisted on his own
petard.
petard.
Right.
That's why. That's why that's his name, because he was hoisted.
Well, no, that's why. That's what the plaque said. It's because of his name.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
tired.
So now that we're back in the Daily Beagle, we've got a few things that we need to.
Wait, describe us going through the portal. How weird
Stop
is it?
It's a portal, my guy.
Also, what fucking time is it?
Well,
That's
so
the real question.
when the portal opens up, it is like you do have to like squat down a little bit to get into it, but then it is like
Like
you
James
see-
and the Giant Peach.
Is you watch each person. No, it's not like a tunnel that they crawl through. It's like as soon as they get close to it, they kind of like you can see their body like distort and expand a little bit, like backwards and then forwards in through it.
Is it like flu powder? Do you have to go into it and then be like the Daily Beagle, and then they?
But it's like you're going down a slip and slide head
I-
first.
So wish that it was like that, but y'all would definitely end up in
Fuck.
the
We
Daily
would have
Goggle,
we
you
would
know?
have never gotten
The
here in
Daily
the first
Bugle,
place.
dude. Yeah.
Yes. No. As I mentioned, the way that the gnome teleportation looks aesthetically is like Scorpion in the first Mortal Kombat movie. So there is like a little bit
Sick.
forward and like back into it. So that is what I really when you're going through it, it is like probably. You know what I'm thinking about?
I don't.
When you teleport in Lego Racers.
Oh my
playing
god.
We're at the Daily Beagle.
Hey folks, we're at the
It's
Daily
at
Beagle.
Daily Beagle.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
saying
we're
it's
just
not
at
a
the
very.
Daily Beagle.
All I'm saying is it's not like a long, crazy 2001. It's just like a nice, quick, like blue.
It does.
Like,
It takes less time than it's taken for us to tell you how little time it takes.
yeah, I'm
That's
saying
my
it's,
guess.
It's like pretty soft teleport technology. You don't have
Okay.
to worry about your mind being warped or anything. It's just like nice, gentle, and you're back.
Awesome.
Okay, so now that we're back in the Daily Beagle, we've got a couple of things that we need to. Sorry. So first of all, what time is it? I believe Scoop. No, it's not Scoop. Remy McSquemmy
Remy.
asked that question.
Yes, when you check the time, you notice that it has not been too long since you left. It appears that time moves slower in Gnome Dimension.
It's like the Feywild.
Okay.
The flow of time is
So,
convoluted.
We
Excellent.
know that we need this one, and who's got Chumble? So
Robin.
we need this one to run the printing press. So all in favor of waking up this little scamp?
We should probably bind them in some sort
gonna
of
say, let's-
fashion.
Put a
He's
chair
already he's already tied up by Conrad.
Okay, great.
down. Okay. I'm gonna.
Okay, so
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna loop
remember-
it over a
I
chair
remember
so he's
you
tied
doing
to a
that
chair.
as we were talking to the sheriff.
No. He. I said that when I untied Scoop, I used that same rope to tie up.
Ah,
Chumble.
yes.
Yes,
I
you did do
remember
that.
seeing them tied up when I got to the bottom of the rope at the tower.
You don't remember anything except your singed ass.
Conrad,
So why
gonna
don't you
slap
my
the
butt
gnome across
hurts.
the
Yeah,
face.
Hey,
that's
don't
singed
make
into
fun
my
of me.
memory
My bum
forever
hurts.
now.
Conrad's gonna slap the gnome across the face. Wake him up.
You said you are putting him on a chair?
Time
I
to
am
chair, I believe.
essentially briefly retying him so that he is attached to his arms pinned to a chair.
Is this still in the basement of the Daily Beagle?
Judging by how fast we were, yes.
You're not too far, by the way, from Ace Cocky's body that is just like on the ground in a pool of blood. Like,
Oh
clearly.
God.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
We don't need to do this here. We've got him on the chair. We can bring him up to the printing floor.
I'm gonna pick up the
And-
chair.
So you just pick up the chair.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, Hava, Gnome Gila, Hava,
God damn
Gnome
it.
Gila.
Why don't we?
Got it.
By the
back.
way,
He's on
that
the chair.
joke,
He's
that
on
joke,
the chair.
that joke happening as we all step over the corpse of Ace Cocky in this time frame. By the way, is
oh boy.
That's the only way I would have wanted it, honestly.
it's not. All right.
So you now have Jumble Tamby on the first floor of the Daily Beagle, tied to a chair,
Wake
and
him up.
Conrad Hearty is slapping him away.
Just a quick.
And he like jolts forward and he's like, I'm a gnome.
And I am a person with questions. The first of which is, are you
I
feeling
definitely got it.
particularly fascistic at the moment?
Robin, hearing him try to say fascistic is just a smile is growing wider and wider on his face. But continue.
Okay. Does are you gonna help us out? Can you help us out? We need to print something. We need a new paper.
I'm a gnome. Come closer.
I obviously just, okay, you know what? All right. Here we go. Remy,
Yeah.
do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
There's an article of clothing you have
Oh.
on your person, right?
Yeah.
You can hand it to me, please.
Yeah. You mean this one? And I pull out the jacket that used to belong to, what was his name?
I do mean that.
Arnold Kokomo. Yeah.
I do mean that.
Did you mean the printing press? I can help with that.
Oh, all of a sudden,
I don't-
pretty excited.
I
about
don't
the,
know if you can help me with that, but
I
I'm
think I
pretty
can.
sure Chumble Tamby can. And I'm pretty sure I can help Chumble Tamby by doing this. And I start to open my lighter.
I don't know about that. It seems like the fire in a building. There's a lot of paper in here.
I'm going to put it right under the jacket.
Fumes from
Unless
the
there's
ink is gonna
anything
be-
you want to say or do.
I'm gonna pull out the bag of
Before-
bones.
Of who?
The bag of bones.
It has the other
Tomahawk-
3 in it.
That has the other
both.
ghost in it.
Yeah.
And Bucky Too Lucky. I don't know.
And yeah, they
Yeah, Bucky Two Lucky's in there.
Bucky Too Lucky is the kid.
you pop it out and like all Tomahawky Garbanzo
Of course.
pop out.
Nice.
And they're like, hey, what's up guys? It's Tomahawk.
Hey,
Hey, also it's me, Garbanzo. Did you need something? We just hanging out? Did you ever get us that house, by the way?
oh well.
I guess
well,
we didn't want that. Can we? Has our arrangement come to a close? Have you figured your shit out? Can we like? You said you were
No,
gonna...
as a matter of fact,
Robin
we are
is
currently
furious at BT.
we are currently in process of me becoming the mayor. So if you all can still uphold your end of the bargain and help me
oh
in
right.
whatever way I
Of
can,
course.
I guaranteed you full autonomy of
Oh
the
right.
town.
It's that you're talking about that fraud that you were planning.
Yes. Is it polling time? Is it?
Oh, just about here. But first, I believe Mr. Renard here has
Yeah,
something he's about to
can
do.
we get back
just-
to the big reveal?
Yeah, sorry. It just
my
seemed like
friend?
you guys should be here for this. That's why I pulled you out.
Oh yeah. Why are they here? What are they?
You know
Oh, my.
exactly
Stupid to me.
who. I wonder how stupid they're gonna look when you have such tiny eyes to look through. And I start burning
No.
the bottom of the jacket. I go, get out of him! Get out of him, you son of a bitch!
I don't want. And then,
Yeah.
Chumble starts doing like no. He starts doing like the demon like.
Like
He's
the Ghostbusters possession thing where
Yeah.
like
the black smoke.
He's like, fuck you.
I cast you out, tiny goat.
And,
Oh my God! Is it
One way or
fucking
the other, you're
Bobbert?
leaving.
This whole goddamn time it was Bobbert.
Gobbert comes flying out of Chumble Tamby, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa! Took y'all a while to figure that one out, huh? You stupid dick."
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
How-
it's me. It was me.
Just keep burning
yeah,
that
I don't know,
pants.
maybe you should put that lighter.
should
a
keep
little
going,
closer to
shouldn't
that
I?
fucking
Honestly,
jacket.
yes.
Yeah.
We have other. Look, Robert, if you want to have a ghost in your jacket, we can just take the bones from the bag and put some of the bones in the jacket. That's fine. We can do that. This ghost sucks.
Truly, there's no reason that
Come
I can think
on.
of that we still need to have Gobbert around. If anything,
said-
as we've just shown,
you
he's
said-
an incredible liability.
You said the voting thing, right? My brothers can only possess so many people. I'm stronger than them. I can possess more people. That's more votes. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, Mr. Mayor.
Hey, Thomas and Garble, do you all know other ghosts I remember we had talked to you about other ghosts before. Do you guys do you all have ghost friends?
Hey, this is a Garbanzo. We know there are other ghosts out there. Ghosts don't actually get to interact that often because we're always like stuck in one place.
We can
So
fix
unless you
that.
collect all of us together, I don't.
Oh
Ghosts
no, we
are-
don't have to.
They
It's
want to
an
just be in
option.
a place. They want.
Ghosts are dicks. I'm gonna be honest. We're
Are
not.
there-
That's enough
we
for
don't-
me. Burn the pants.
Whoa,
The pants have been burned.
Okay.
The
This
jacket,
is
but
all
the
point.
that's
We've
left.
been-
No, the pants. The reason that Gobbert is gone
Is half the
now
size is
because
because-
the pants are gone. Yeah, he is but a jacket.
Yeah. Well, so no, I mean you don't gotta go burn the jacket. I mean, come on. It's me, Gob. I played a little joke. Okay, it's just a little joke. Come on.
Tomahawk.
You dragged us to another dimension, had a team of fascistic gnomes nearly
Well,
kill us, and then
you
we
stabbed
had
that guy to
escape
death.
a burning building. And the only reason I managed to bring you back here is that I very deftly outsmarted you.
I took people on a nice little walk through another world, like a little vacation.
A walk.
The fascists, they were already there. That wasn't me. They were already fascists. It's not my fault. And I got
They're
everybody back
always
in
already
time.
there. It just takes
for
someone
morning.
to take advantage of it. That's the nature of fascism. We've
Forget
learned
the
an important
fascists.
lesson.
You also you murdered a man a lot.
You perforated
Who,
Ace
him?
Cocky's neck.
Nobody liked that guy. Come on.
Okay,
all
well-
right.
Burn
How
the
are we
pants.
supposed to explain to the powers that be in this town that are already very mad at us that this was a murder done by a half ghost that was in our jacket and not actually by us?
Probably less impossible than you think, but that doesn't matter. Garbanzo
Hey,
and
hey.
Tomahawk.
Looks like suicide to me, right?
Garbanzo and Tomahawk.
No, no, it doesn't.
Garbanzo and Tomahawk.
Oh yeah. What's up? It's
You want me? Is there a way to lay your brother to rest, or is burning this thing it for him? Because he's going away, and
no,
I can
you
do the
send him
nice.
to hell.
Oh,
That
okay.
guy was the dick our
All right.
whole life.
Wrap him up. Do it.
See you later, motherfucker.
Garbanzo
Yeah,
here.
in nomine
Send him
patri, et
Yeah.
filii, et spiritu sancti.
And I reignite it, and I
and Gob comes like flying at you. He's trying to hop directly into your body.
Oh my god.
okay.
So you're gonna have to do a.
Conrad Tranks, Robin Renard.
Well, hold on that.
No, I love it either. I mean, it's up to the GM's discretion. I love that no matter what, especially if I make it out of it completely.
Yeah, I mean, you can decide to do it regardless of how this turns out right now if you
Let's
want.
just see how it turns out. That's a prepped action.
That's
Yes.
a red aid in case.
I will let you go first.
What am I rolling? What am I doing here?
Power, isn't it?
It's gonna be your power.
Okay.
Power.
Sorry, I'm trying to. I did not. Let's see, power. Trying to get the stats pulled up.
Oh
Trying to come up
no.
with stats for this on the moment.
The ghosts have
Okay,
power.
well.
Let me just do something I think is fair. Okay, we'll do that. And then we're gonna roll. So yeah, roll your power.
Hard success.
Success.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
on the line of a hard
Jesus.
success.
Yeah. So he slides right into your body, and you feel like him like trying to control your mind. What do you think about to keep him out? What comes to your mind as Robin? Renard?
Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold day. Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold day.
That is maybe.
I'm gonna think about the future Prime Minister of England
best-
nude on a call.
That is possibly the best Austin Powers quote that it's ever been.
That is an
on
incredible
any of our
drop
media.
at an incredible time. I'm going to think of all of the. I'm going to do a fast montage of my circus time, including seeing a bunch of definite crimes occur, both in terms of animal cruelty and various other things. And then I'm going to do a montage of me destroying every monster I've destroyed over the past 30 years in as violent a compilation, like an increasingly violent compilation.
What is it?
Just
so you're
to destroy the supernatural. Like I'm getting the thought of destroying the supernatural.
I'm so powerful. I can do this.
But I'm putting,
and he's like he's like trying to move your body around, and you're like, we keep flashing to like montages of you throughout all of your adventuring years, defeating monster after monster, and you manage to like push him back out, and he goes tumbling out. And he just kind of like goes spinning out into the air, and he's like, "Whoa, you got a fucked up life, dude."
At least I got one, and I continue burning the jacket.
No, and like the jacket like starts burning, and like he tries to like reach for it or anything, but immediately like he gets pulled back, and you can see like all like the red burning like start like on all different parts of him. He's like, no,
Cool.
And it's like
very nice.
It's like the red like spreading, and then he's like catching fire completely, and he's like, and like the pentagram in flames like appears on the ground below him, and there are just like
Robin's surprised by that.
Are there like little skeleton arms that drag him down to
there
hell?
are a bunch of like skeleton arms that like reach and they
Is it like a portal that's happening? Is there a portal opening
like
up
a
in the
pentagram like hell?
I can't do more portal talk.
Can I try?
Conrad's
can I try and
back away from the portal?
Can I try and push the dead body in the room into that portal?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do
like just do a little kick, like a little like.
There's like a combination of skeleton hands and.
You have to go downstairs and get Ace Cocky's body.
Oh, are we not in the same room anymore?
No, we're on the printing press floor.
Ah, damn it!
Just quickly,
Okay.
quick.
You'll never
Nah,
make
there's
it.
no way.
You've seen this happen with the alarm ghost. You know it happens very quickly.
Oh yeah.
But it is like a combination of hands. They're like, it looks worse than when it happened to the alarm ghost. You get that like maybe there's more people in hell waiting for God to come.
You don't say.
Hands, like deformed hands, like demon hands, and just a bunch of things like all grasping at him. He's like, no, and he's like trying to like get out, and they start dragging him down. He's like holding on to the ground. And they like slide him out. He's like, please, it's forever. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. It was just I was just a dick. I don't deserve this.
Conrad
sorry.
gets on one knee and huncularly looks at him and is like, it's not about what you meant. It's about what you did, sport. And then just like lets him get dragged to hell.
His hands get slide down, and he's like, oh! There's like a big like explosion of flames that like comes up, and then it all gets like sucked back down through the portal really fast and closes up. And then he's gone.
I'm
Chumble?
gonna go over and untie Chumble Tamby and like put a hand on his shoulder and kind of like if he's asleep or out of it, I'm gonna try to like gently nudge him awake. Like
you can see that Tomahawk and Garbanzo look visibly shaken. By the way, they're like, we can never die.
No,
we're gonna make sure you're fine. We're gonna make sure you're fine.
So long as I become mayor, you will never die.
Even, especially when he doesn't become mayor, you're gonna be okay. We're gonna keep you safe.
You're my mayor. You're my mayor. Don't kill me.
Hey,
I don't want to go to hell.
No. Come here. And Conrad's gonna like put his hands around where his cheeks, like Tomahawk's cheeks, would be, but obviously not pushing because he doesn't want to get his
Your hands are
cold.
a little colder, but you feel nothing.
She's like, no, I will never let anything ever happen to you. All you have to do is make sure, with whatever power that you possess, that I become the mayor of Auroraboro. Do you understand?
I swear fealty to you and your mayorship. I need to never go down into that hole, because that is very clearly forever.
That'll do.
Robin with a
welcome to the campaign
edge of concern on his face as he hears what he just heard, turns back and is like patting presumably Chumble Tamby, I don't know, on his back.
Chumble Tammy starts to come too.
Sir, are you all right? Are you all right?
Hello, small friend.
Oh, hello. What happened?
You were possessed by an evil spirit.
Not anymore, though. We took.
But
care of that.
we've
Where are
exorcised the spirit from it.
I'm not home anymore.
Well,
You're down. You're on the first floor of the Daily Beagle building.
Still like looking around. He's like, "Oh yes, did you save me?
We did.
I think so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can I get you some buttered bread, or I'm sorry, we'd have to go back up to my home."
Oh no, I really appreciate that. But if you'd like to thank us, there's really only one thing that we need you to do. Unfortunately, the last run of papers, and I know it's a bit late, but the last run of papers isn't going to work out. But we just have a few alterations. If you could reprint today's paper with these alterations, and he hands him the thing that Scoop wrote up.
Mm-hmm. If that's what you need, then that's what you'll get. By golly, let's do it.
You are absolutely
I love
delightful.
This, like Bob Ross voice that is actually Chumble Tamby's voice and not just Gobbert doing what he thinks a gnome sounds.
And he's clearly not a fascist because he's got the low voice and not the high voice.
I had to be careful.
Was that the delineation? I don't remember.
Yeah.
That was
Something
that
along
was
those lines, yeah.
It was like the Dr. Seuss book, like we all have dots and we all have exclamation parts on our stomachs, and that's his
There's one where
allegory
they
for
they butter
bigotry.
the bread on the bottom or the top of the
Yeah.
Yes, you would assume that there are high-voiced gnomes that aren't fascists, but the fascists are all high-voiced.
Okay.
This
All
gnome
right.
is not high-voiced.
Yes, it's the same way
no.
there are blonde-haired and blue-eyed people who do not believe in Aryan supremacy.
Exactly. You assume there's some sort of like lineage thing. You didn't really get into it. You'd already gotten like a full history lesson while you were there. So, yes, and little Chumble Tamby like hops down from his chair and he like just trotting off to go do his little job.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that felt well earned. Everyone else agree about that? I felt like all's well that ends well's here.
What do we do with his
Chumble,
cotton body?
my good small friend. Before you go,
Yes, what can I do for you?
how long has it been since you've been home to Gnomeland?
Oh, to the gnome dimension? Must have been. Yes. It was many double moons ago.
Well, I brought back a little treat for you. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I feel like maybe you would enjoy a taste of your homeland. And I give him one of the 3 elixirs that I got.
Oh. He takes the elixir. He looks at it. Thank you.
Why did you
not a
say it
gift?
like that?
Nothing.
No.
I should go work on the.
What did you give him?
Goodbye.
No, I would really like to. Well, hang on.
Okay, wait. While he's gone, I'll let you chase him if you want. But I think Mr. Renard has brought up a good point here. We are already framing. What is his name? What is the other guy's name?
Ace Cocky.
Ace Cocky?
No. The Good Samaritan that Ace Cocky hated and only agreed not to be a dick about if we framed the good guy, the Goody Two Shoes reporter.
What was the Goody Two Shoe reporter's name?
Oh shit.
We're
working
on it.
We're working on it. Anyway, we're already framing insert name here. So we...
Do we change it to... Do we quickly grab those back?
We never made the change officially. We never had time to get back to a typewriter.
So is it still Ace Cocky now? Who wrote it? Because that's who
it's still Ace,
Scoop initially put. If it's Ace Cocky, we just have him be a suicide who couldn't take what he did.
Here's what we do. Okay, easy peasy, okay? There's a gun in this building. We take him back up to his office. We put him right in his chair. We blow his brains out. We take our prints off the gun. We put the gun in his hand. And that's it. The last act of a desperate man was an act of honesty. He gets to end up a hero. We don't end up as murder suspects.
Robert,
and everybody
he was
gets
stabbed
exactly what they
many
want.
times.
That's what the gun is for. You shoot those away.
Shoot him in the neck.
You shoot him in the neck. There you go. No, there's Mr. Reynard thinking
We
with his brains
see a
there.
flashback to Chumble Tamby possessed by Gob, repeatedly stabbing all over.
Okay.
That man is riddled
Mr.
with
Sinclair.
holes. He is
Okay,
Swiss cheese.
Problem solved. Mr. Sinclair,
Shotgun.
you have a shotgun.
Fuck. Yeah. Yes.
So we take off his left shoe, we stick his toe on the trigger. Problem solved.
This is an incredibly sad but accurate thing that Conrad. This is one of the first times I am in full agreement with Conrad Hearty. It is an incredibly rare thing, but he is absolutely correct.
Better idea. Why don't we try and get the gnome to open up a portal to his land and throw the body into that portal?
I do want to remind you, as keeper, we have confirmed that it is canon that there is a spot in the human brain where if you shoot it, it will blow up.
It will blow up.
Also,
it's pertinent to remind you that
the name currently on the bylines is Bobby Porkins.
Bobby
Porkins. But we never made that change officially. We only agreed that we were going to make that change. So Ace Cocky would come with us.
For sure. So just tell me which name you want on it. And
Ace Cocky.
Hand wave.
Is the name that needs to be on there.
Ace Cocky, I think, is the name that is on it.
You either leave it or change it back.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah. Okay. But, like, as for the plan of the last act of a desperate man here, we all agree that psychologically makes sense?
No, I think we should ask the gnome to open a portal to the gnome land, and we throw the body into a portal to get rid of it. And then it just looks like Ace Cocky wrote this and then ditched town.
Disappeared.
As opposed to this not completely nonsensical suicide.
Nonsensical? He's writing against them. Okay. Here's what we'll do. First of all,
a man who can't
sense
escape in time. Yeah.
Also, for the benefit of our audience, the people who would investigate this crime would be the journalists who reside in this building normally and all know Ace Cocky. The actual law system is the night guard.
They just
not actually investigate crimes. They just indiscriminately pick people to drag to the dungeon.
Indiscriminately jail people for nothing.
Here's the thing.
Well,
we need to scrub this murder from existence is what we need to
That's what I'm saying. We'll scrub it from existence by turning it into a suicide.
No, because he's riddled with knife holes and these are literally investigators.
There is a spot in the human brain.
There is another problem. There is a whole mess of blood in the basement. So if we just set the tableau of him blowing his own brains out in the basement, then we answer the question, which obviously anyone would ask, oh gee, oh golly, where did all this blood come from?
And what is Remy doing while everybody is arguing about this?
Just pulling out her flask, taking a drink,
emptying alcohol into her face.
Taking it all in. Yeah.
Robert, you tell me, you explain to me, the story makes sense, except for that he has about 400 stab wounds. Explain
we blow those away. That's why we use the shotgun, so you don't see the stab wounds no more.
In the head?
The whole thing's come. If there's a point in the human head, if you shoot it,
stabbed
it will blow
everywhere, all over.
Well, he was just stabbed in the neck.
It was only in the neck.
John, it was directly in the neck. Repeatedly.
It was here. It was 80 stabs, but it was a very small knife, and it was concentrated so that he actually died.
I'm not saying that means that the head exploding will cover that up. I'm just saying facts. They were all in the neck.
The facts we have to go on over there.
Save your ass anyway, so I don't care. Signed, P.T. Sinclair. You take this shotgun and do your grim work. I don't want to be any part of it.
Is it still dark outside?
Ask the gnome.
Yes.
It is still dark outside?
It's still dark, and I love the shot of you shoving the shotgun into his hands.
Then
we'll ask the gnome first. If the gnome says no, we go with my plan. Okay?
How about this?
That's fine.
We don't know whatever's happening outside, right? We don't know what happens outside, but we know that something happens outside, and we know that it's pretty horrific, right?
This is a good point.
Why don't we just throw his ass outside?
Is that making it
I don't want to let the outside inside. Maybe we can do it first thing in the morning there, make it look like, if
it's first thing in the morning, it might not be out there anymore. We
want his body to be eviscerated by whatever it is.
We want it to be gone is the idea.
This is disgusting. This is horrible. Everything we're talking about.
I'm glad we burned Gob alive and sent him to hell eternally.
He was already dead. It feels fine.
Well, let's wait for the gnome to finish the printing, or at least get the
ask if he'll open a portal.
Ask if he'll open the portal. Best plan. Best of all possible worlds, right? Okay, if we find out that that's not going to work, we figure out between our two plans, Mr. Renard.
Okay.
Okay? Hunky-dory?
Great. Love it.
Bob's your
Again.
uncle.
Mr. Tamby,
Do you?
I'm going to go
Are you
upstairs. I'm going to go upstairs.
Are you
I'm gonna
going?
go with
If you want
you.
to find Tamby, you
Sorry,
know
that's what I
he's
want.
at the printing press.
Oh, I'll
He's
go
on
over
the
to
same
the
floor that
printing
you're
press
at.
then.
Yes.
So if you go over there, then you see him like there's like the chamber at the beginning of the printing press that you know that he's closed inside of, right? Like that's where he goes to do his work. There's like a little door to get in there.
I'm going to go do the...
Yes.
Mr. Tamby, we have one small request.
You can open the door.
Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to disturb the work, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like a tiny little metal room, and there's like a few little shelves, and there's like a bunch of like tools and stuff all over the place. And you can see him like
have to have my tools.
You can see him like he has got his hands up, and he's like, there's a bunch of like magically like little like letters and everything, and like little pieces of machinery are all like moving around and like getting put into different places at the beginning of the printing press to set up.
Oh wow, this is an utterly fascinating process.
Yeah, it's like the all the papers that y'all wrote are like all like in air, like rotating around him.
Could we borrow you for one quick moment? We just have one.
I had a other
little
questions.
busy right now.
Hi, Small Robert. I'm here. I wanted to. I had a follow-up question.
Small Robert.
Neither here nor there. Trust me.
I wave him off. Just don't worry. It's fine. PT, say what you're gonna say.
Well, no, you do your thing first. Mine's less important.
PD Sinclair, can you roll fame?
Sure.
Didn't someone from the gnome recognize it?
Someone did, actually.
I know he had to roll in Junkville. I just don't remember if it worked or not.
1 second.
The gnomes are largely isolationist, but Chumble actually like.
Oh, a fascist revolution was
Dips
able to so
quite
quickly.
good.
Oh man.
Oh, that was close. That's closer than I thought.
I think. All right, keep going.
Could we bother you for one moment to quickly open up a portal to the gnome dimension?
Can it wait until I've finished my work here? And he's like, still like, staring
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
So long as it happens before morning, absolutely. Take your time.
And then will we be even for you saving my life?
Square as a shape with 4 90-degree angles.
Then I would love
With
to,
equidistant lengths.
sirs and madams.
All right.
brothers.
All right.
Thank you.
That'd
All
be
right.
great.
I hand it to Mr. Sinclair.
Thank you very much.
That was the best plan, and that's what we're gonna do there.
We still have to clean up all that blood.
Yeah.
Well, surely there's got to be some bleach in a closet
I
somewhere.
was gonna say I'm gonna go find a utility closet.
This is exactly how I wanted to spend my Saturday night, cleaning up blood and viscera from.
You know how I
yet
didn't
another
want to
floor.
spend mine? Walking and running over as fast as I could and getting inside 3 minutes before curfew so that you could write a think piece about how great you are and how
Nobly,
bad
I
the
didn't
mayor
ask
is.
you to follow me.
I would
had
have enjoyed
nobly
not
thrown
being
myself
kidnapped.
out there.
That
You all
would
were
have been more
safe in
fun.
another building. I didn't ask to be saved.
You never do, do you?
I appreciate it. Don't get me
You
wrong
never
here, but
do,
don't
do
put
ya?
that on me. Like
Never do,
this
do you?
is
Just
something
put-
I oblige
This is like
I
while
didn't oblige
Robin is
you to
grabbing
do
a
it.
mop and is like filling the water from like one of the industrial stations. You never do, do you?
Conrad
You
is,
just,
like,
you just
pulling up
put
his
yourself
sleeves.
in a situation that requires us to save you and cause massive problems.
Requires you
We
to
could
save
just
you.
leave.
Yes,
we could
gun
just
to
leave.
your head. You have
The
to save
amount of
Conrad.
You know, I've always thought we didn't have to, and yet one of them, and I point to, has the goddamn decency to say, hey, maybe we should save our friend and colleague. Maybe we
had
should
it
do
under
that.
I think it was
Control.
me, actually. To my credit,
It's always you.
It's not usually
Yeah.
To my
MO.
credit.
Yeah.
It's not to your credit. It's your detriment, PT.
I love
You know-
that some of these are happening like while people are on hands and knees, like scrubbing away the concrete floor.
Conrad is doing like both hands on the one
Big
brush.
scrubber.
The big scrubs.
PT, if anything, PT is on bleach duty. Where if you need more bleach, he will pour more bleach for you, and that is the extent of what PT is doing.
Yes, there's still like a flap from his burnt booty, like hanging down. So his little ass is out, and it is I feel like at his age, it's probably pretty hairy, and you can just see like the line of where the fire got to. So there's just like bare butt and then like scorched line of hair around it.
All right, let's be honest. How hard do we think that this bumhole is going to be to patch up? I'm a little scorched.
Oh, you mean the pants?
I'm a little scorched on the bum. Yes, the pants. Don't be blue, Robert.
His name is Conrad.
What?
You used to call him Connor, and now you don't even do that.
Who are you, Robert? Don't. Why are you being disrespectful to me like this?
Oh,
this
Sleepy Joe.
I'm saying what you said. I'm calling him what you call him.
Oh my god.
Robin, Robin, realizing what's happening is just like, you're right.
Do you
PT.
need more bleach?
You know what?
As a matter of fact,
we do.
Do we want to fast forward?
yes.
Montage of
Yeah.
silent montage of scrubbing, like a
Conrad's
very
got,
fun, upbeat song with scrubbing and arguments and like PG just forgetting things and dropping.
Closer, something like a roller coaster. As you can see us like gesticulating loudly and then playing with the buckets and then throwing, like scrub brushes at each other.
I was thinking I'm walking on sunshine as y'all are like clearly not happily at all screaming at each other.
I was thinking also maybe George Franby's When I'm Cleaning Windows.
Long montage.
Yeah.
Multiple songs for the
Paying out the
montage.
ass for this song.
To the point where the montage almost impossibly becomes longer than the set of events that it is montaging.
Longer than the scene would have been to play out.
Because this also includes like after Chumble is done, like opening this little rift to the gnome dimension, and everybody like having to pick up fucking Ace Cocky's body and like throw him through there, and you watch him do like the
Oh yeah,
which also means like you didn't go with him, so you just like dumped him out to wherever that portal goes to. It's a corpse.
Hopefully a
comes
field.
through, and then it closes. But it all ends with y'all like looking out the back door, like peeking out. Probably, I don't remember. Does the back door have a little window on it?
Yeah,
Is it
because that's how
multiple?
we saw. No, it doesn't, because we heard what was happening to.
So it's like with the door slightly ajar, you're all like our Scooby Doo style, like peeking through as you watch the. It is morning now, and the truck come take away the piles of newspaper that you successfully rewrote and published.
Phew.
I was gonna say once that truck is out of sight, and I assume Scoop is just asleep right now. I suggest we leave like once the second the truck is out of sight, we just haul ass so that nobody comes in and catches.
Does everyone
Aaron
agree?
moving around.
Sam and Hobbs?
I
welcome
guess
there.
so. I mean, it's daytime. We're not really in a rush to get anywhere, unless we're feeling like we need to get some health back. I guess I could use that. My bum still hurts.
I'm feeling a little bit in need. If we can take just a little bit of a break. I have an engagement. I think I'll have an engagement this evening, but for now, I think a little bit of a rest is in order.
By the way, Robin.
I could agree with that.
Robin goes, yeah, that'd be great, and immediately coughs up blood, realizing that he is incredibly injured. And needs a lot of
Oh my
help.
god, I don't even want to look at everybody's stuff right now.
I just looked at my health and went, oh, yeah.
We're all like pretty fucking hurt right now.
I have like 26% of my health.
Oh, bro.
How's Robin doing?
3 out of 28 hit points.
Oh shit, Robin! God damn, bro.
That's not good.
And he complained the least out of all y'all.
Oh yeah, because
I
this
thought
is
he
new
was
for
doing
him.
the best out of everybody.
I've got 15 out of 28. So
Yeah,
I
you're
could
fine.
use
I have
some.
9.
I could use some. And then you know what? I was thinking about it. We had made a promise, and I'm trying to turn a new leaf in my old age. I have a few things on my bucket list, and I don't want to get too sad. I know these, but look, folks, don't be sad for me. I'm an 85-year-old
Never
man.
are.
These things are going to happen. You have to make some plans. Things on my bucket list. I would like to fully write and produce a autobiographical musical about my life. So that's one. And then I would
Everybody
also,
knows hell's that one.
I would also like to fulfill our group promise to our ghost friends to solve their murder.
I agree with that.
We had told them a while back that we were going to do that, and I feel like we should probably do that.
I would also like to fulfill my promise of being able to give them full and free reign of this town,
Yes.
which can be accomplished if
Yeah.
I become the mayor of Auroraboro.
If not for any other reason, just to give them some amount of normalcy in their life, in their middle life, not afterlife really. I guess it is kind of
the
afterlife.
intermediate,
Sure,
the liminal life that they're living, and also, not to bring this all back to the same point, but the resources that I will have as mayor will certainly aid us in, investigating that murder. I'm just saying. I just want to make sure that this
Sure.
is in the forefront of our
I'm going to say
minds.
one thing, Conrad.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that being the mayor of Auroraboro is like being an actual mayor?
Oh, absolutely not. No, it's much better.
It's probably mostly paperwork.
I don't think it's any of that, PT. I
Okay.
think it's something horrible and dark and twisted.
Uh-oh.
Not
we haven't
once,
even-
I assume.
We haven't even seen the mayor. We
This is
haven't
true.
seen a poster. We haven't seen a campaign sticker. We've heard from one guy who was incredibly cryptic about what he was talking about.
Gelnard Frognar?
The very same.
A lot. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll come up honest. As my mama raised me to, as my dear old ma raised me to be, and that is a good part of this campaign is finally understanding who or what the mayor is, because at a certain point, with the momentum behind this stellar campaign that we are running here, he's going to have to make an appearance.
I'm just telling you, Conrad, be careful what you wish for,
Oh,
because you might get it.
I can only.
And then I'm
hope
going to
so.
bleed all over the sidewalk as I walk over to Blood Salmon.
I know Conrad's gonna put his Mayor Conrad.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So
No, he
we'll
won't.
end with everybody on their way to Zamenhof.
Poor guy. This poor
that's
guy.
But we do see a few different scenes, like a quick
Oh.
montage
Multi-part
of
end credit
things,
sequence.
Wow.
things to come. One, we see like a clearing in the woods at night. There are a circle of cars with their headlights pointed into the center, and there's a circle of teens with leather jackets, and there's one in the center, like on one knee, as they place like a small makeshift crown onto him. He rises as new king teen, you assume. We see another shot of
He's the top boy now.
the front of the Daily Beagle
Tops all the bottom boys.
as 3 of the night guard walk in, and the journalists, all like ashamed, just have to like look down at the ground and let them pass into the Daily Beagle. And then finally we see Gelnard Frognar go up to the desk, to like a pretty large looking desk in an ornate office, and like throw the newspaper onto the on top of the desk that reads like, what was the headline? It's something
It's like
Oh, I have
God,
it.
it was like Conrad Hearty, newcomer turned unlikely hero candidate for mayor, or something like that.
Wait, I got it. Gelnard Frognar ousted by mayor, dishonorably removed from town hall. Conrad Hearty, unlikely hero candidate for mayor.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds right.
and we just see Gelnard Frognar like look down, afraid, while you hear like the distorted noises coming from the mayor that, if you recall from when PT Sinclair saw him in a vision, do not sound like human dialogue, sound communicative. it's like a lot more like inhaley than exhaley. Very, very demonic in nature. So like a lot of that like like that whole thing. Yeah. Going on. And that is where we will leave it.
Dig it.
For this week. Until next time.
Finally did it.
That was a
Scared the mayor.
That's the closest to a bow we've got. That's the closest to a W we've gotten in this entire show.
Are you kidding me? That was 10 out of 10. Stuck the fucking landing.
Oh yeah, 100%. I guess I'm mostly emphasizing the fact that we've never gotten this hard of a W at any other point.
Right.
Yeah. No, in no way permanently solved the problem. But
No,
like
of course not.
I
The
know.
immediate one at hand taken care of
Was
for today.
resolved, kind of.
We took a little heat off of ourselves in one way and put
Yeah.
a lot more heat on ourselves in another.
You
Out of
you
the
stopped
frying pan.
You stopped one day's newspaper. Correct.
Into a bigger frying pan.
You have a whole nother day now.
Thank God. We need it.
All right. Fuck it.
Yep. Do we want to hit those pluggables?
Let's go.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. All right, everybody. If you like the politically minded shenanigans in Gnomeville that you are
Well, it was-
Gnometown,
it
the
was
Gnome
Junks-
Dimension,
Junksville.
Junksville.
That's right.
It's the name of the town.
If you like those sort of shenanigans, you can find myself, our keeper Jorge, and Brian, who plays Robin Renard in our podcast, which is called Are We Friends? It comes out every Monday night. It's about three boys who've known each other for more than 10 years who go through their interests one at a time to see if they are actually still friends anymore or if it's just inertia. You can find us on our social medias on Twitter and Instagram at _Are We Friends, all one word, or on our website, r-we-friends.com.
Downtime with John.
Conrad Hearty.
That's
candidate for
not
mayor.
true.
Don't type
know
that.
You can make that
Don't
page
type
very
that.
easily.
It's not going to go well.
You can make that page very easily.
.lemonparty.
Harder.
Downtime
We can
with
do that
John
too.
and Emily. It is the how-to podcast by siblings who don't know anything. The siblings in question, that'd be me and my sister Emily, who plays Scoop McCutcheon on this show sometimes. We come out with an episode every week. We're at getdowney.com. That's
.com.
GETDOWNEY. And you can find us on all social media at Downey Siblings. That's DOWNEY, siblings like brother and sister.
Is it me now?
Yeah.
Do I go now? You can
You
find me on
left.
Instagram at @ChardenBlarden, or more importantly, at Outlaws and Old Ones, the Instagram for this year thing right here. You can also find me every Thursday, or sometimes Wednesdays, like it is right now, at 7 p.m. ish Eastern time, at twitch.tv/The Outlaws Network. We do something every week. We play this, we play a rerun, we play some other fun shit. We watch John play Stardew Valley without being able to play with him for a few hours. It's fun. It's a good time. You can fucking play Jackbox with us sometimes, and that's a fun little surprise adventure.
That
That's
shit is
community
fun.
night.
We should do
Yeah.
that again soon.
For
We
sure.
should make that a
Community
monthly
night.
event.
So
Yeah.
the most important thing that you need to do to keep updated with that is follow us on Twitch. So please do that. Follow us on
Smash
Instagram.
that motherfucking
Follow us on all
follow
the
button.
shit. Yeah. Do that. And also go check out the freaking podcast for this here thing right here. It is also just called Outlaws and Old Ones. You can find it anywhere that you find your podcast. You can find it on the Google Play. Is that what it's called? Google Play, Spotify, Apple.
You can find it
Podcasts.
anywhere.
You can
I put-
ask Alexa
I put the link
to
in the
play
chat.
this podcast. Yeah, it's all over the place. It's really great. Edited by Taylor, aka Conrad Hearty. Truly amazing homemade sound effects. Music by Ethan Gustafson of Some Point Sound. It is truly a delight.
Yes. Ethan Gustafson of Some Point Sound. He does all of the music for this show and the podcast, some of which we featured finally on the stream in our intro, or in our stream starting soon scene and our break scene. So if you were around for that, you would have heard some of the mood music that Taylor is using. in the podcast version. I finally found a way to put that in the stream proper. I would like to incorporate it more, but I'm not sure exactly how to do that.
That's tough.
All of the aesthetic work that you see for the show, all of the cards that we have, all those like silent movie-esque cards and stuff, that was all done by Joe Leib. You can find him at Wormtongue on Instagram. I'm going to put their links in the chat as well.
Bleh.
Boom. Done.
All right.
Is that it?
That's
Are we
it.
done? Cool.
Hooray!
I have been your keeper, Jorge.
I have been Shannon as Remy McSquemmy.
I have been Taylor as Conrad Hearty, candidate for mayor.
I have been Brian as Robin Renard.
Legends. I've been John as the world famous P.T. Sinclair.
I hate hearing your mouth sounds.
I hate you so much.
See you later, fuckers.
Damn it!
Bye bye.
Oh,
I'm a
deuces.